Hey everyone, welcome back to the Fox Den. Today we are talking subclassing. This is going to be dropping with update 46 and the Seasons of the Worm Cult content. We are so excited for this new feature. It has been a long time coming. The community's been asking for it, and here it is. So let's start here. What is subclassing? Subclassing is a new base game feature available with update 46. This feature will give you the ability to add alternate class skill lines to your character from other character classes. If you have ever wanted to be a Sorc with a Dragon Knight Noxious Breath and an Arcanist Beam, now is your chance. So how do I unlock subclassing? After reaching level 50 on at least one character, you can head to Evermore in Bankerai, Riften in the Rift, or Dune in Reaper's March, where you will find Batra at Hunding. Talk to her to accept and complete a very short introductory quest called a Study in Discipline. You can acquire the quest from the Quest Starters category in the Crown Store as an alternative. This quest should take you no more than 5 to 10 minutes to complete and will need to be done on every character that will use subclassing. During this quest, you will get to choose your first subclasses. At the end of the quest, you will receive a respec scroll so you can change those skills. So now that you have subclassing unlocked, how do you go and subclass skill lines? In order to add a new class skill line to your character, you must level that skill line even if you've leveled it somewhere else before. This progress is account-wide, so once you level it on one character, it will be available and fully leveled on your others. If you have the same skill line that you're working on across multiple characters, that progression will add up as well, and all your characters can work together as a team. If you do not have skill line mastery on an alternate character, meaning you have not achieved level 50 in that skill line on a character native to that class, then you will have to lock in that skill line during leveling to one of 3 subclassing slots. You will have the ability to choose up to 3 skill lines to level at a single time if they are not mastered already. Note that once you select a skill line that is not mastered to level, it will hold one of your 3 slots until it hits level 50, so choose wisely. So some of you may be asking, well, I have everything mastered on all my characters across the board, every class, what about me? So as I mentioned, if you have a level 50 character in a class you'd like to subclass, you will have earned the Mastery Achievement and will not be locked into the skill line while leveling. You do still need to level the skill line for subclassing, but you're more freely able to swap skill lines. You will not have to lock them into those 3 slots. You can change on a whim. To change your subclasses or skill lines, you have a few options. If you're looking for a free option, you can either use a skill respec scroll, or you can head to an armory station to swap your saved subclassed builds. If you have 1500 gold to spare, you can head to a rededication shrine, specifically the Stendarr, in Eldenroot, Wayrest, Mournhold, or any other major capital city. You can also pay Batra at Hunding in Riften, Evermore, or Dune. She was the quest giver that helped you unlock subclassing. You can also change your skills and skill lines with her. So here are a few important things to know about subclassing. This is your fine print and your caveats. So as I mentioned, leveling progression is account-wide. Big yay. Subclass skills and passives will cost 2 skill points each instead of the normal 1, so you're definitely going to want to make sure you have a lot of skill points available. Subclass skill lines and skills will level up slower than on a normal class. It wasn't too crazy slow, but it's definitely going to be a little bit slower than usual. You must have at least one character at level 50 to use subclassing. Very similar to how the champion point system works, even if another character is sub 50, you still have the ability to use subclassing. Also, as mentioned, everyone needs to level up all skill lines and skills via subclassing once per account, whether or not you have a character fully leveled. You cannot change a subclass skill line until you have reached level 50 or previously had the skill line at rank 50 on an alternate character. When it comes to your class skill line mix, you must keep at least one class skill line active from the character's native class. So if you are a Templar at heart, you need to make sure you have at least one Templar class skill line. But that means that you can have up to 2 additional subclasses active on a single character at a time. But you cannot have 2 skill lines from the same subclass. So in this case, if you are a Templar, you would not be able to have 1 Templar skill line and 2 Sword skill lines. If you are looking to subclass with the Arcanist, Warden, and Necromancer, you do have to own those classes in order to use them in subclassing. Subclass skills and skill lines are at full power and identical to the skills and skill lines of the native class. There is no power loss as a subclass, so what they are on your native characters, they will be on your subclass characters. Class sets and class style pages are still locked to the character's native class. Sorry, Wardens, you will not be able to rock the Templar look. So lastly, we want to leave you with a few tips and tricks that we found as we've gone through subclassing. Just like any other skill, you'll want to have it on your bar to not only level the skills, but the overall skill line. If you don't want to get locked into skill lines during leveling, make sure you have an alternate character of that class that already has their skill lines leveled to 50. While you still need to level them, you won't have to use any of your lock slots and will have a lot more freedom. And that's subclassing. We are so excited to be able to dive into this and see what kind of crazy builds and combinations people come up with. As always, you guys know we put out a ton of great builds here. Duma does an amazing job and is so excited to really get in deep with this subclassing. So keep an eye on the website for new fresh builds all the time. You'll be able to find all of those builds and other guides over at our website at thegameroom.tv. Happy subclassing!